All right, everybody, welcome back to the Hoopz Junkiez Podcast. I'm your host, Marcus. We got my brother AB right here. Say what up, AB.
What up, what up, what up?
And y'all know what it is. We got my other brother, our favorite hater from the Golden State, Hot Take Jay. What's happening, baby?
One time.
I love the all white. I got the all red. AB.
You know what I like about it?
Red.
I can barely see that Bay Bridge thing.
And then we got them
part
hot
about
spots.
that hat, brother.
We need some more hot spots, maybe to cover his whole little thing he got going on.
Perfect light. And I can just do a white hat. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
All white.
Do you have a Rockets hat here?
I got a Rockets beanie. I don't wear too many fitted hats or nothing like that.
Yeah, I don't wear too many hats either, but for the podcast, I had to go ahead and get one because Jason was representing. I needed to represent.
Actually, I do have a Rockets fitted somewhere. I gotta find it.
I refuse to put my receding hairline. That's the one security on planet Earth that I got. Is my busted hairline. So we just gonna.
My man got a receding hairline. He got a receding beard.
I know that receding hairline would look better than that bridge.
Everything. Why don't you just go ahead and go bald, Jay?
No, I tried that too. I got that wrinkly Shane Battier thing going on too.
My God.
Man, fight that as long as you can fight it, man. Right now, we wouldn't even know. So I say keep fighting a good fight.
Yeah.
It'll come a day, and I'll tell you when that. I'll be.
Yeah. Did you see Jeff Green the other day? I said, damn.
Seen that big pack. It wasn't there last year.
Hey,
his is bad.
It wasn't there last year,
bro.
That wasn't even last year. That was like 4 months ago.
I know. And that's what I said with James too, because his receding line just over the summer, it was just like, and it's a condensed summer too with the COVID and the bubble.
Yeah.
I'm like, he came back and it was just like, bruh, your people don't tell you about that before you go on TV.
Yeah, man. You know what? Them players, they be so into themselves. They know it.
Nobody don't gotta tell you. He ain't quite been the same since the Mohawk went away. Yeah. And the stats might still be the same, but he hadn't quite been the same since that Mohawk.
Yeah,
something ain't right.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
He lost his swag.
Wow. Jeff Green's was out of pocket too, and I don't know why his wife or whoever.
I remember when Ginobili came back and had that big old. Oh my God, Ginobili!
Eric, you said James lost his swag. I think James had to adjust his swag going to go play with the Nets. So you can't be the same person playing.
Oh
with
no,
them
I'm
two.
going back to the bubble. I'm going back to the bubble in Houston. Like since before the bubble, because he had it, but he went to that before the bubble.
Remember,
started.
and I can mark the game. Remember when Russ started playing with them and he wore his hair in the cornrows?
Yeah,
and he had the band on it. That's when
the swag went.
That's when he lost the swag. I don't know.
Because he was binging. He was going on a binger. And then next thing you know, it's like, oh, James got braids and a headband.
Yeah.
And then it's like
that game right there, he stopped being himself. So I don't know. Maybe it was him losing the weight.
Let's put Jay out of his misery though. He don't want to hear about James. Look at
there you go. Look at he chomping at the bit for something
else.
We're gonna give y'all.
I'm over Kyrie and James Harden.
Yeah. Well, we're going to give y'all something else today. We're talking about the New Orleans Pelicans. The New Orleans Pelicans has put out that they are willing to do some trades, do some shakeups. They're like the second worst team in the NBA right now, or at least on the West, in the Western Conference. I'm not exactly sure what their record is. Either of y'all know what their record is?
Disappointing. That's what their record is.
It's like 5 and 15 or something, 5-12 or something.
It's bad. And so I'm sure they're looking to kind of shake things up. And one of those names that's been thrown out there for a possible trade, well, two of those names, Lonzo Ball and JJ Redick. And so they threw your team in the trade rumors there, Jay. Mm-hmm. Golden State Warriors, Kelly Oubre. What you feel about that?
You know, I love Kelly Oubre. We call him Ubro over here. Yeah. He brings a swag that, like, he's an antagonist. Like, I don't care if you're LeBron James or KD. Like, I'm coming at you, and you might get the best of me, but I'm going down swinging. And with Draymond getting older, I was like, cool, I like him if we can get him. But the reality is he's on like a $13, $14, $15 million expiring contract. And if we sign him to his true market worth is probably 15 to 20.
Not no more.
Yeah, well, whatever whatever he's worth, you can multiply it by 4 or 5 on the luxury tax for the Warriors. Mm-hmm. So if they pass on him, I get that. So why I'm happy about it is because that they're considering trading him is, even though I like him and I mess with Oubre, it says that they are trying to win now. Like, I don't want to wait till Klay come back and James Wiseman year 2. Like next year, I'm expecting to roll into the league like favorite contenders type. But this year, JJ Redick, give me $12-13 million expiring. Give us that shooting. And my favorite undervalued asset in the league who needs support, the same thing we did for Andrew Wiggins, I think we can do for Lonzo Ball. And we need that secondary ball handler after Draymond Green, so Steph can keep doing what he do off the ball. So I'm all for it. Make it happen, Captain. Toss in Looney.
Now,
get rid of his mind too.
Toss in Looney. Get him out of Wiseman's way, huh?
I just saw a stat on Twitter probably about 30 minutes ago. Said that Lonzo would be the second player in NBA history to shoot less than 40% from the field, less than 30% from the 3-point line, and less than 60% from the free throw line. That plays at least 30 minutes a game for a team. I'm with you, Jay, because we've talked about this a lot. I really do think that Lonzo in the right situation, and maybe Golden State would be one of those spots. It would be a difference maker. And I'm not talking an all-star. I'm saying think of
the way that Andre Iguodala was, Iggy, or
Livingston. Like, they're difference makers. You know what I'm saying? On that team. PJ Tucker for the Rockets. Mm-hmm. No one's confusing him with an all-star, but you wouldn't argue like his role for the last 4 years has been invaluable.
When you get to the 5th guy in an 8-man championship rotation, that guy is vital. And when you remove him, it's a weakness that the other team can exploit. And when the reason why he's valuable to the Warriors, I'll tell you, is we've missed Draymond 4 games, and then he got ejected. And instantly, the second he goes out, Steph ain't eating off ball anymore. It like stops dead in its tracks. Yep. And so when I sat there and I was like, well, we pay Oubre $20 million, he costs us $60 million, $70 million on the cap, but then we're still going into next season looking for another guy like a Marcus Smart or somebody who can let Steph eat off the ball. So if it's Lonzo, I was already clamoring for Lonzo last month, and that's when I thought he was going somewhere else. Man, you can come on over here, player.
Lonzo didn't sign the contract that they were trying to give him at the beginning of the season. And when he didn't do that, you know what I immediately thought? Lonzo trying to work his way to where he can go play with his brother.
I thought about that too.
That's what I think. I think he wants to go play with Melo. How that will work out, because both of them are playing the same position, or maybe he think that if he gets over there, then they'll put him and his brother
backcourt together
easily.
That'll be interesting. That'll be interesting, and he might be able to shine more with playing with his brother. I think that's what's popping.
Go ahead, Aaron.
Another spot that I thought of today instantly was
that's my hot take too, by the way.
That was my Aaron. I went on record. What did I say, Aaron? I said that about a month ago.
We had a whole. When
I say hot, I mean blazing hot.
You didn't say it on the podcast.
I said that to text. I didn't say it on the podcast. Go pull up the text, Aaron.
This mine on the podcast, baby. I said it. That's my hot take.
We weren't doing the pods because I was still in transition. We had that whole discussion.
I was either way. I hope y'all learned something from that new hot take that I just threw out there. I'm taking credit.
Hey, it is on record. Like you told me about Kyrie, yours was on the podcast, mine was not. So hey, you gotta roll with that, Jay.
No, I screenshot the text and the time and date. I showed from a month ago.
I can too.
And I said, and it's not Lonzo. It's not Lonzo. It's LeVar that's going to try to make that happen.
Yeah.
He's the one.
But that don't do nothing but just tell me that you agree with my hot take that I just
agree with. And my pushback on it was, if I was Lonzo, I can't say personally, because playing with your brother, that's special. You might want to do it. But I could see Lonzo also being like, I just worked to get away from under my daddy, facilitating, driving my career, impacting my career. negatively or positive, however you want to argue it, and he may not want to jump back.
You just want your own piece. Seth Curry did it too.
I read, but I don't think that right there. He probably like, regardless of what he's talking about, I want to go play with my little brother.
That it could be.
Whether dad agree with it or not, that's what I want to do, and I'm doing it because that's what I want to do.
But it can be the other way too, though. Seth Curry, we had him on like a G League contract, and we could have paid him. And he specifically, I don't know where he went, Dallas or what was one of the other teams he'd been on, Aaron? He went somewhere else.
Portland.
Sacramento. Yeah, exactly. And he specifically went another way. It's just like, dude, I just need my own path right now. I'm not sitting in my brother's shadow like this.
Well, see,
especially in Golden State, because it's all about Curry.
But I think it's a little
Steph Curry.
Yeah, I think it's a little different with them too, though, because neither one of them have a shadow right now in the league to where they can be under each other's shadow. Mm-hmm. Steph Curry, sometimes people forget there's a Seth Curry because of Steph Curry. So I can see why he would want to be under his brother's shadow when he's trying to make his own way, Yeah. But them two together, I think they'll tear some stuff up, LaMelo and Lonzo.
Well, see, they're cooking something over there, and it's not as dismal as I thought with the Gordon Hayward. But I don't want to digress. The Pelicans themselves, too. Like this guy, David Griffin, has been he got the job off of what? He wasn't even the GM in Cleveland. LeBron was the GM. He comes over and he takes advantage of a desperate Laker team. He cleans up on Brandon Ingram and the draft picks. Then he finds he lucks into another desperate franchise with Drew Holiday. So he's getting paid commensurate value on these trades. But what has he actually done? And it's like, I would argue maybe Ja Morant has a more longer shelf life, but he just went with the crowd and drafted Zion. Gave Brandon Ingram his money, but my real problem is Steven Adams, Lonzo Ball, Eric Bledsoe, and I think he outright signed JJ Redick. And it's like, bro, none of these pieces fit, man. And then he comes out with the article, and he's like, well, I'm hoping that the right trade materializes and presents itself. Oh, you're waiting for another handout like Brandon Ingram, huh? Or 4 picks from Milwaukee, huh? Don't be lazy, man. Get up off your ass and go find the deal. Go make the deal happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think, Aaron? You think I'm smoking something?
Nah. I actually see exactly where you're coming from.
Yeah,
I understand. I see his point.
He could be. He actually dressed like a crack rock right now. All that white. That's my little joke. Go ahead, Aaron.
Mm-hmm. Y'all smell something burning?
Sketch.
Look, no, I see what he's doing is saying like, I'm gonna just stockpile these assets and be ready in case the next star acts out, the next trade materialize. In order for that to happen, people have to see Zion as someone they can trust to be a long-term star, and that Brandon Ingram is real. I think Brandon Ingram is real.
Oh, I
think he's real.
Yeah.
But the Bledsoe point when you had Lonzo, that was just, come on, man. All you doing, what did I say? Snuffing out Pascal? Yeah. Like you snuffing out Lonzo when he's trying to, establish that. Like Bledsoe for what? And then JJ Redick. I'm not gonna kill him for JJ Redick because it was a short-term deal expiring.
But he's still on the roster, Aaron.
He's a shooter.
He was on the 2-year deal last year, 2 years, like $25 million or something.
He won't be.
And now. You're right. That's why he needs to get moved, and we'll take him in Golden State.
At the end of this
season. But still, he never truly fit because all he was doing was taking time away from Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Drew Holiday at the time, like Lonzo Ball, Josh Hart. Even they go 3, 4, 5 deep. What are you doing with JJ Redick?
They'll move him. They don't. Nickeil Alexander-Walker wasn't ready to
yes, he was.
And play immediately right away.
Because why? Because they was in the playoffs last year? Look, why wasn't he? Why wasn't he warning time last year?
Yeah, because they have to learn how to compete and earn that slot. That's why.
Reps, baby.
Do y'all think Lonzo is what he's going to be, or do you think he's still got some room to grow?
He has room to grow as a vet's vet, and there's a difference. Like there's being in the league and everyone. Look, one day, Marcus, you're gonna wake up and it'll be some role player. You probably can think of him right now. Some role player that you like, he's solid, he all right. And then one day
you wake up. Well, a few of them on the Rockets team is like that right now. That's growing into themselves. But I think Lonzo needs a certain style of play, and it's probably his dad's fault that they used to playing this up and down, get the rebound, throw it up the court and stuff, and he excels at that. And I think that's kind of what's kind of hampering them a little bit, because they hadn't been in systems that just really rolled like that.
Sorry, but whether it's Boston or Golden State or any one of these other egalitarian style offenses where everybody's eating and nobody's ball stopping, he'd come right over here and fit like a glove. And it's not hard. He's a basketball player. And Sean Livingston, I think he can be better than Sean Livingston was for the Warriors for wherever he goes.
So I don't think that he has reached that point yet. And me and Jay, we agree. I do think that he's going to end up being one of those players. I don't think he's that yet. But one day Lonzo's going to lock himself in the gym over the summer, and he's going to come back banging 40% on open threes.
Like Jason Kidd,
or change everything.
Yeah.
Because his passing, him and his brother, that passing is substantial, like exceptional.
Yeah.
And you can't teach the vision, you can't teach the instincts. And then his defense, you can't teach that length and his size. Lonzo ain't a small dude. You can't teach that. He can guard 3 positions, 4 sometimes in the modern day NBA.
Mm-hmm.
So once he's beyond, I was a number 2 pick and I'm supposed to be the star and all these expectations that were out there for. Once all that's done and he gets his second contract, he ain't worried about playing for that, and all these things are just kind of. I'm just playing. I'm being a pro. He's gonna be one of those vets, and be beloved on something.
Hey, and if that's $60 million on a 4-year deal in $80 million, let's say here, maybe, I don't know, he's somewhere around $70 million on the Warriors for 3, 4, 5 years. We'll take it. He'll be that here.
Yeah.
I will. One more thing I'll throw out. I was trying to say, I think that Lonzo will actually be a perfect fit for Brooklyn. Move Spencer Dinwiddie out of the way. They need someone that can come in and just be a defense, who ain't worried about scoring, who will just play a role and be happy with it and play defense and facilitate. And that free James and Kyrie up and Kevin up to go do what they need to do. Lonzo would be a perfect fit over there for them.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what.
I agree. Damn near. That's a trade. Damn near straight up.
What, Spencer Dinwiddie for Lonzo?
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie's hurt. He out for this season.
Yeah, but they're feeling pressure to do something. So rather than overpay Lonzo and then wait 6 months to trade him, they could take 50 cents on the dollar and get rid of him now.
Yeah.
Is New Orleans? Are they looking for that third scoring option?
Bro,
behind Zion and
they're a low self-esteem franchise. They're going to if Lonzo hits free agency, they're going to overpay him just because they're afraid of losing him for nothing. We've seen this story 15 times over. Trade him.
Thank you for watching the Hoopz Junkiez Podcast. If you enjoyed the video, make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment down below. Also, if you want to check out a few more clips, make sure that you hit the bell notification so that you're alerted whenever we post a new video.